Es mamo, let the green roots run, dancing with the daisies in the morning sun.
Hello everyone, welcome to Esmamo Gardens. Today let's talk about this beautiful philodendron called the Philodendron Birkin, a sought after cultivar of the philodendron believed to be either a rare mutation of Philodendron Roger Congo or a hybrid of two cultivars, Congo and Imperial Green. It stands out because of the unique creamy white or yellow streaks on the green leaves. It has thick, upright, self-supporting stem, promoting a more tree-like appearance, slow-growing and compact. It is a great plant for small spaces. Note that the variegation only appear on mature plants. Sometimes the plant produces leaves with a reddish tone or part red, part white stripes. So new leaves can occasionally revert to solid dark green or produce partially pink, red stripes due to its hybrid genetic, which is normal. This tropical plant is easy to care for, unlike all other tropical plants. The Philodendron Birkin grows upright in a tight, compact and vertical cluster, holding its shape nicely over time. Mature dimension, it reaches about 1 to 3 feet, which is 30 to 90 centimeters in height and roughly 1 to 2 feet in width. It's very slow to moderate. It becomes denser and wider over time rather than shooting up quickly. So don't be stressed if your plant grows a bit slower. It has this thick stem that naturally bears the weight of the overall heart-shaped leaves without flopping. Wherever you choose to display this plant, it makes a bold statement. The accent piece among other foliage, the Birkin would work hard at providing you with fresh air as it is an excellent air purifier. Philodendron Birkin needs a loose, chunky and well-draining soil. Make sure that the water doesn't sit long in the soil. Use a well-draining pot. This plant prefers bright indirect light to maintain its variegation. Direct sun will scorch the leaves. On the other hand, this one here, I have it in low light. This plant is receiving low light and I can see clear signs of stress. The leaves have curled up a little bit and there is a lot of dead leaves. Normally the low leaves will die off as it produces new leaves, and the more you have it in low light, the darker the leaves become. If you have this plant in low light, it will lose the variegation, the leaves will become leggy and it will grow very slow. And the Philodendron Birkins, the leaves curl mainly due to environmental stress, typically caused by underwatering, low humidity, or pest infestation. There's a huge difference between these two plants. One is more vibrant, as the other one is more curled up and a bit darker. The cause of leaf curling is underwatering or dry soil. The plant curls its leaves inward to save water when it is too dry. Low humidity. Indoor air that is too dry causes the edges to wrinkle and curl. Pest. Tiny bugs like spider mites, aphids suck the sap of the plant and twist new growth. Too much direct sun. Harsh light scorches the leaves, making them curl to protect themselves. Cold drafts. Sudden cold air or wind stresses the tropical leaves. If your plant is experiencing any of this environmental stress, water your plant immediately. Place it somewhere that it will receive humidity. Check for pests and move it away from cold draft. And if it's too much direct sun, move it away from the harsh light that will scorch the leaves. After proper investigation, I see that mine is not pest. It is low humidity, cold draft, and underwatering. Overwatering soggy soil suffocates roots and causes root rot, turning the entire leaves yellow or creating mushy brown patches. Let the top 5 cm 2 inches of soil dry out completely before watering again. Underwatering, crispy, dry brown edges combined with curling or yellowing lower leaves mean the plant is thirsty. That is what this plant is experiencing right now. Propagating a Philodendron Birkin is done successfully using stem cuttings or root division. Choose healthy stems with visible nodes. After every leaf, there is a node that will emerge, an aerial node that will emerge from the stem. That right there is the aerial node. You can cut underneath the node. You can either propagate it in soil or you can propagate it in water, or separate natural offshoot pups from the main base. Propagating by stem cutting, find a node, look for a stem with at least one leaf and a visible node. The bump where the leaf meets the stem, aerial roots help. Use clean scissors to cut just below the node, remove the lower leaves. Water method, put the cutting in a jar of clean water, change the water every few days, place it somewhere where it will receive bright indirect light. Once the roots are 1 to 3 inches long, you can plant it in soil. Now let's go ahead and water this thirsty plant. And remember, propagation and repotting should be done during the growing season, which is spring and summer. Key signs it's time to repot is when the roots are growing out of the drainage holes. A hard, dense mat of roots visible on top of the dirt. The plant dries out extremely fast after watering because there is more root than soil. Then you know it's time to move to a bigger room. Fertilize the plant during the growing season, which is spring and summer, with a balanced liquid fertilizer. We'll water the plants thoroughly until the water comes out of the bottom of the pot. If you're looking for a tropical plant that makes a bold statement with beautiful variegation, elegant, and air purifying properties, compact and easy to care for. The Philodendron Birkin is your plant. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you soon.